Good afternoon. I welcome you all to the unique division where we will be discussing with the different groups of Rotary on one platform. It is great opportunity. Getting together and discussing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joshi ji. Thank you so much. I will now request Rotarian Ramesh Malik ji, who is the Charter President of the Rotary Club of Ota Industrial Belt, to please give us a Rotary grace. Rotarian Ramesh Malik ji, over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible?
Very audible, sir. Please carry on.
Good afternoon, my DG, my PAGs, AG, PP, and my imaginative presidents, guests, and friends. So let's have the Rotary grace with me. The Rotary grace. Oh God!
Can we please rise? Can we all? Sorry. Can we please rise for the Rotary grace, please? Can all of us be upstanding? Yes, Ramesh, please carry on.
O God and giver of all good, we thank you thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all our days. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to request the current president of Rotary Club of Lagos Island, Rotarian Anand Sabatji, to please give us the four-way test. Over to you, Rotarian Anand Sabatji.
Good evening, good evening, my imaginative presidents, my district governors, past president, past district governors, and fellow Rotarians. Now I am sharing my screen for the Rotary forward test. The forward test of the things which we say or do. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Anand Sabatji. Now, the next person to speak on this platform is the president of Rotary Club of Shomolu, that's Rotarian Lukman Landre. Over to you, Rotarian Lukman Landre, President, Rotary Club of Shomolu, to give us the objectives of Rotary. Rotarian Lukman, are you in a noisy place?
It's not noisy. I'm using hands-free.
Okay. Please carry on.
Okay. So the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, one, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Two, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Three, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Fourth and the last one is the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotarian Landre. Thank you so much for that. call upon stage is Rotarian PK Jina, who's the membership chair of Rotary Club of Lagos Tambura State. He'll be giving us the welcome address. So Rotarian Jina, membership chair, Rotary Club of Lagos Tambura State. Over to you to give us the welcome address, please.
Thank you, sir. You are good evening to one and all. My imaginative presidents, Rotarian Anand Sabu, Rotary Club of Lagos, Iceland, Rotarian Engineer Longe Lukman Lare is the Rotary Club of Shomolu, our cluster club. Rotarian Ramesh Malik, Charter President, Rotary Club of Ota Industrial Base, and Rotarian Dr. Harprasan Das is the charter president, Rotary E Club of Mahadodi from District 3262 India. My trustee, Rotary Interest Foundation, Rotarian Bharat Pandyaji. My DG, I don't know if she's here or not, I can't see her. Past Rotary International Vice President, Rotarian Inka Babalola. All my past presidents, my AG, my all PAGs, all my district officials, and all ESCO members of other participating clubs. Fellow Rotarians and friends, it is singular honor to welcome you all to today's webinar, Membership Summit. In our Rotary Membership Month, everybody know. So, and it is a privilege to have such distinguished imaginative Rotarian brothers and sisters across the globe. Thank you for your time today to join in this committee. I am handing over this mic to my PAG, Otunda Pradeep Pelwani, to hosting the meeting, and the floor is yours, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rotarian Jina ji. Thank you so much. I think that deserves a round of applause, please. I think you can, okay. I think not everybody can unmute. It's okay. So I can now clap on behalf of everybody. So this clap is on behalf of everybody in the house. Okay. Thank you, Jina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next on agenda is an opening speech by the DG of District 9110, but I can't see her online. So I think we will reserve the slot for her and then call her on stage when she's around. My DG, are you around? Are you signed by a different name by any chance? No, but I can't see her. Biswalji, can you see her?
I'm not able to see her also. I'm trying to call her.
So
She's not.
yes, we'll defer it till she joins, because we are aware that she was in another Rotary assignment already. We were aware. So let's wait for her. So this one allows us to dive into the program proper. We are here to listen to two great speakers. We are here to listen to two great minds from the Rotary world. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to call upon a Rotarian who will introduce our first speaker. The first speaker is somehow, I have a soft corner for that speaker. You know why? Because he comes from Rotary Club of Borivali, where I grew up. I'm from Borivali, Bombay. And when I saw the word Borivali as, he's part of the Rotary Club of Borivali, I started getting goosebumps. I said, wow, that's a Rotarian from my place where I grew up. So what I will do is, I'll call upon Rotarian Dr. Haran Das ji, who is the charter president of the Rotary Club of Mohadadi, to introduce the guest speaker, Rotarian Dr. Bharat Pandyaji, to us. After that introduction, after he introduces the speaker to us, we'll hand over the microphone to our guest speaker so that he can be speaking to us on membership growth. So, Rotarian Das ji, over to you, sir.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Good evening to all the Rotarians, my friends, and thanks to Mr. Pradeep for your nice and very energetic introductions, how you are from Borivali. So it's a pleasure for me to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Bharat S. Pandya from Mumbai, Borivali. And he is the trustee of RI Foundation 2022 to 26. we feel proud of Dr. Pandya because he joined Rotary in 1989 as a charter member of the Rotary Club of Borivali. And during his period of Dizzy in District 3140, he created history and contributing $2 million to Rotary Foundation, and that was the top contributor in the world in 2006-07. We feel proud of him. By profession, he is a surgeon with 36 years of professional experience. He and his wife, Madhvi, she is a gynecologist. Both of them own a hospital, Pandya Hospital in Borivali, which is very popular. And Dr. Bharatesh Pandya, with his sweet smile always on the face, and he believes in service above self, and his smile cures the patient 50% before he goes for any operations. He has taken so many projects, and the main project was very notable project, water sanitation project, founded with the foundation grant. He installed check dams. He installed check dams in the village. So the villagers didn't have to go 4 kilometers away to fetch water. And he has been holding in many positions in the Rotary, just like the regional RI membership coordinator, training leader, and membership, Rotary membership, and convention promotion committee member. Also very notable India Pulse Polio Committee. And he has been awarded so many awards and rewards he has received. One is the best is Rotary International Service Above Self Award, Foundation, Rotary Foundation Citation for Meritorious Service, and the Distinguished Service Award. And he and his missus are the level 2 major donor to foundation. And by profession, he is a doctor, renowned laparoscopic surgeon, very experienced, and committed. His dedication to Rotary is unmatched, and he maintains it. So we feel proud to welcome him here and to listen in from him. And myself, Dr. Haraprasad Das, Charter President of Rotary E-Club Maudadi, India, Rotary District 3262. Again, convey my gratitude to all here. Thank you very much.
Dr. Pandya ji, you're welcome to this forum. You're welcome to this forum, and the floor is all yours, sir. The floor is all yours. Over to you, sir.
Somebody has put on some sharing, I think, screen sharing. So you have to stop screen sharing.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Das, for those kind introductions, and happy to know, Rotary and Pradeep, that you are a fellow citizen of Borivali. But if you have not visited Borivali in the last few years, if you come to Borivali today, you will probably not recognize what Borivali you must have grown up in, actually. So let me congratulate and compliment all the 4 clubs who are involved in this: Rotary Club of Shomolu, Lagos Island, Ota Industrial Belt, and E-Club of Mahanadi, for this very good concept of having a membership summit in this very important month, August, of membership growth. You know, I know what is going on in some of your minds, that not another talk on membership. Haven't we heard all that is to be talked about membership before? Haven't we seen that, done that, been there? But let me ask you a question. What do you think is the most important thing in membership, in Rotary? Is it the spirit of Rotary? Is it the service of Rotary? Is it the internationality of Rotary? Is it the prestige of wearing the Rotary pride pin? If you ask me, all of these things are important, and together they make Rotary what it is. The spirit of Rotary, the service of Rotary, the internationality of Rotary, the prestige of becoming a member of an international organization and wearing that pin with pride. They are all important. But you look closely, and all of these depend on one thing, and one thing alone,
And that one thing is membership. Because if you have the members, you can do whatever you want to do in Rotary. If you don't have the members, you can't do anything in Rotary, friends. And for the last 33 years since I have joined Rotary, I think we have all been struggling for this membership growth and to go beyond 1.2 million Rotarians. And therefore, I think what is needed is a little bit of change of viewpoint as far as this Rotary is concerned. You know, I believe that membership is truly the momentum of Rotary. When we are able to attract and retain good members, new members, younger members, lady members, diverse members, I think that is the best testimonial, that is the best stamp which can be given of Rotary as an effective and good organization to join. So let me ask you a question. Is Rotary a service organization? Or is Rotary a member organization? All of us over the years, even I over the years, we have always talked of Rotary as a service organization. But I think a little bit change of viewpoint is necessary. I believe now that Rotary is a member organization. Our customers, if we can call them our customers, the most important people in Rotary are our members. It is a member organization, and the motto of our members is service above self. Of course, we join Rotary to do the service of Rotary. Different people join Rotary for different reasons, and we will talk about that a little bit later. I think this little bit change of focus is necessary if we really want to try to grow the membership of Rotary. We have to create the value of Rotary membership for our members. Communicate that value of Rotary membership to the members and deliver the value of Rotary membership to the members. If we are able to do this, deliver the value of Rotary membership to the members, why they should be Rotarians, why they should join Rotary, why they should stay in Rotary, I can tell you that we will have a little bit easier task of getting new members and retaining the new members. So this change in focus is necessary, and that is the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about, friends. That Rotary is not just a service organization, but more importantly, Rotary is a member organization. Of course, our motto is service above self. The second change I wanted to talk to you about is, when we talk about membership, who will bring in the new members? Is it the responsibility only of the president? Is it the responsibility only of the club membership chair or the club membership committee? Let us take this one step further. All of you will agree with me that it is not just the responsibility of the president or the club membership chair or the club membership committee, but it is the responsibility of each and every Rotarian to reach out to their friends, to their acquaintances, to whomever it is possible to reach out and ask them to become Rotarians. But let us go one step beyond. It is not the responsibility of the club only as far as membership growth is concerned and retention is concerned. I believe very firmly that it is also the responsibility of the district to guide the clubs in a proper manner, in a positive manner, as far as membership growth and retention is concerned. All of you will agree that some clubs do very well as far as membership growth is concerned, retention is concerned, and some clubs are struggling. It is the responsibility of the district to see that the efforts are properly channelized to help the clubs in membership growth and membership retention. The third thing, when we approach our friends or our acquaintances or our relations or our business associates, one of the common issues that comes up is that people say, I don't have the time. It is too much money. I'm sure all of you must have faced this objection of people to joining Rotary. I don't have the time. It is too much money. And our first reaction is, oh, no, it's not that much. You don't have to spend so much time. It's not very costly. I think again here a different approach is necessary. So let me share with you 3 words which I think are the key when somebody comes and tells you that I don't have the time and it is too much money to join Rotary. The approach that you must try, I call it as the feel, felt, found approach. Feel, felt, found approach. If somebody says that, the best answer to that is yes, of course, I know how you are feeling. When I was asked to join Rotary, I also felt the same way. But over the last 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 15 years that I have been in Rotary, I have found that that is not true. That Rotary is truly a worthwhile organization to join. And therefore, my friend, it will not be too much money. It will not be too much time. It will be really worthwhile and it will be great value to Rotary friends. You know, this approach, rather than once you tell him, when you dismiss it, no, it's not too much time, not too much money. It gives a signal that you are not really listening to the person. But if you use this approach, the feel, felt, found approach, you are giving importance to that person. And it is a better chance that you will be able to convince that person to join Rotary. So where do you look when you are wanting to get new members? You look at the community, you look at the alumni of Rotary, you look at your friends, families, you look at your partner, you look at your children, you look at your business associates, look at the partner organizations. All of us do wonderful work with partnerships. Look at the partner organizations. Look at the beneficial organizations. And don't forget 2 important audiences. One, of course, is Rotary. And second is former Rotarians. Former Rotarians of your club who, because of valid reasons, have left Rotary, maybe a year back, 2 years back, 3 years back. Think about them. Find out their contacts and contact them again. Maybe they would be interested in joining Rotary again, friends. Let me tell you, the secret of membership growth lies just in 2 words. 2 words. Just ask. The only person who was not asked to become a Rotarian was Paul Harris. Everybody else, except from Paul Harris, has been asked to become a Rotarian. What will happen by all this asking? Maybe out of 5 persons you ask, 4 will say, no, I don't want to join Rotary. Out of 10, 9 may say no. Out of 20, 19 may say no. But the 5th or 10th or 20th will say yes. And then you will have found one good, interested member whom you can really cultivate to join Rotary. And then the future of your club, the future of your clubs, the future of Rotary will have been assured. You know, people join organizations for various reasons. And especially in today's world, let me tell you one thing, friends. What is the most important currency for today's world? Currency is something that people value the most. 20 years back, it was money. People valued money most, especially young people also. And therefore, we spent our time saying that Rotary is great value for money. But today, the most important currency for people is time. And the question that people will ask you is, how will I ever find the time to devote to Rotary, to do what Rotary and Rotarians want me to do? And therefore, 4 questions that people will ask you, especially younger people, especially lady Rotarians. First, what is expected of me? Because they don't know anything about Rotary. And therefore, you have to give them a proper idea. Don't tell them, okay, just come, I'm telling you join, so join this club. Give them some little bit proper idea of what Rotary is. Second, how much time is involved. If you tell them, okay, not too much time is involved, and then they find that, okay, there will be some necessity of attending meetings, attending projects, maybe going to district events, maybe going to international conventions. then they will be disillusioned because you did not give them a proper idea of what Rotary is, how much time is necessary. The third, how many others are joining? Especially lady Rotarians and younger people don't want to be the only ones. They want to know that whether others like them are also joining this organization. And the fourth and most important thing that especially younger people will ask is, what is in it for me? What will I get out of it? And getting out of it does not mean money. Getting out of it is what value that I will get out of it. And that value may be friendship. That value may be personal development. That value may be satisfaction in service. That value may be the prestige of becoming part of an international organization. That value may be going to every country in the world, and just by saying that I am a Rotarian, doors will open to you, houses will open to you, hearts will open to you, which would otherwise have never opened to you. And the last and most important thing, and that is what I wanted to talk a little bit about, is the Rotary is of course a service organization. As I said, more importantly, Rotary is a member organization. But the third thing which I believe today we must focus on is Rotary is a leadership organization. Because people today are interested in developing their leadership skills. People, especially younger people, if you want to attract to Rotary, if you show them that this is a great platform for developing your leadership skills, I'm sure that attracting younger members and more importantly, retaining younger members will not be so much of a problem as far as attraction and retention is concerned, friends. So again, Harris always talked about being evolutionary and revolutionary. It is time, of course, we have been evolutionary as far as membership is concerned. It is time to be a little bit revolutionary. Look at new clubs, look at new club types, cause-based clubs, passport clubs. And it is not possible for me to go into too much detail about this. But new club types, new club members are what is today the future of Rotary, friends. Another question that always comes up, do we need quality in Rotary or do we need quantity in Rotary? When people talk about quality and quantity, Pradeep ji, I have again a different viewpoint about this. When we talk about quality of new members, whose quality are we talking about? Is it the quality of the person who is out there in the world, in the community? He and she has never got a chance to become a Rotarian. Should we be talking about their quality or should we be talking about our quality? I believe firmly that we have to be talking about our quality. If our quality is good, if we give a quality induction to the new members, if we give a quality orientation to the new members, if quality time is given to the new members, if quality involvement is there for the new members, I am sure that the new members will stay in Rotary. Remember, when you are pointing at one finger at somebody, how good is your quality? 3 fingers are pointing at you. Asking myself, I should be asking, how good is my quality, friends? So remember, when we are talking about quality and quantity, we have to be talking about our quality. If our quality is good, the member who comes inside, that quality automatically will become good, friends. So we definitely need quality in Rotary, but we need a quantity of quality in Rotary, friends. At this point of time, I must thank past President and past AG, Rotarian Ramesh, for this opportunity to come and share with you some thoughts as far as membership growth is concerned, friends. And remember, in the last 20 years, 1.4 million people have joined Rotary. 1.4 million people have joined Rotary. And I'm telling you, because I just stepped off the board of directors 2 years back or 1.5 years back. And in one of the meetings, we had this statistics presented to us that 1.4 million Rotarians have joined Rotary. But unfortunately, 1.45 million people have left Rotary in those 20 years. And therefore today, We are down to 1.17 million Rotarians, not even 1.2 million Rotarians. And it is time for us to introspect and really think about how best we can take our club forwards. And one of the best ways is in our part of the world, whether it is India or Africa, I'm sure what applies in India applies in Africa also. That attracting new members is not so much of a problem. Retaining them is a problem. And you know, our Rameshji, some years back, I went to a restaurant in Mumbai and ordered a cup of coffee. So waiter brought the coffee and I started drinking the coffee. And I found that the coffee was bitter. So I called the waiter and said, friend, this coffee is bitter. You have forgotten to add sugar in it. He said, no, sir. I have added the sugar, but you have forgotten to stir your coffee. Remember, friends, sweetness in a cup of coffee comes not just from adding the sugar, but it comes from the stirring. Similarly, we add the new members into our clubs, but we forget to stir them. We leave them alone, friends. It is my request to all of you who are present here today. Take this message and carry it forward to your clubs and to your friends and Rotarians. That once we have added the new members, it is our responsibility to really stir them, shake them, involve them. If we are able to do that, I'm sure that retention will not be so much of an issue. So how do we keep these new members? Just a couple of thoughts. When a new member comes into the club, don't overburden that person with, give him good Rotary information, but don't overburden that person with too many things. Oh no, you are expected to come to the service projects, you are expected to give money to the club, you are expected to give money to Rotary Foundation, you are expected to go to a district conference, you are expected to go to the international convention. If at one time you overburden the new member, there is a real possibility that the new member may feel, oh, so many things are expected, so much money is involved, maybe this is not for me. Give the new member some responsibility. Make that responsibility a worthwhile experience for the new member. And then gradually you move them forward to bigger things. Second, focus on the talent of the new member, not on the time. That is a change of attitude that is necessary. When we ask new members to come to service projects, we say, oh, this only little bit of time is involved. No, don't talk about the time. Talk about the talent. You have this special talent. This talent is very useful for our project which we are carrying out with this school. Or to a doctor, your talent is very useful for this medical camp that we are doing. To a lawyer, your talent is very useful for the legal aid seminar that we are doing. To a person from the media, your talent is very useful for the public image seminar or for the public image of our friends. Focus on the person's talent. When you focus on the person's talent, you are focusing on that individual and making that individual feel important and valued. Friends. When the person is ready to give his or her talent, time will automatically follow. Friends. So focus on talent, don't focus on the time. Of course, I talked about leadership development. Focus on the aspect that Rotary is a great leadership development organization. Those of you who have been president or the current presidents of the clubs, you will agree that becoming president of a club is like doing an MBA without paying those fancy fees of those organizations. Because you learn people management, man management or people management in the best possible way. Very important. Recognize the good work that is done by the new members. Not just the good work, but recognize the achievements of the members and the members' families in Rotary and outside Rotary. What can we give to people who do the voluntary work of Rotary? We can't give anything but appreciation and recognition for the good work that they do. I always believed that the deepest principle of human nature is the desire to be appreciated and recognized if you do good work. It doesn't matter whether you are a peon, whether you are a schoolboy or a schoolgirl, or you are a manager, or you are a president of a company, or director or general manager or MD of a company, or you are the topmost leadership leader in our organization, everybody wants to feel valued and recognized. So don't wait for the perfect time. When people do good job, recognize them. And I think if you do a couple of these things, I'm sure that involvement and retention will not be a problem, friends. So remember these 4 C's which I talked about, friends. Change. Use the classification survey positively. One of the things that differentiates Rotary from other organizations is our classification. We are a diverse professions and business and vocations. So use the classification as positively. Don't see it as a hindrance. See it as an opportunity to identify new members. Change of attitude. It's not just a service organization, it's a member organization. It's an organization of leadership development. We talked about quality and quantity, change of the mindset. Very important, change the club composition now. It's very, very important in today's day and age that we get Rotaractors to eventually transition into Rotary. We get more and more diverse members, especially women Rotarians, to join Rotary. Second C is collaboration. It's not just the club which is the driver for membership growth. Equally, it is a responsibility of the district to look at membership growth and drive membership growth forward. And of course, you have a zonal team composed of Rotary coordinators. Collaborate with them, assistant Rotary coordinators, collaborate with them. Communication. Communication about the good work that your club does, good work that Rotary does to all members, not just the new members. Even older members need to be retained in the club. Communication about the good work that Rotary does. And who can communicate? It is people like all of you, the president, the past presidents, the committed Rotarians. You are the people who are the public image of Rotary to the Rotarians of your club, friends. You communicate the good work that Rotary does. And I'm sure that people will remain in Rotary. And the last one we talked about is connections. Keep those connections alive. It is very, very important. When I was director in the year 2019-2020, the Rotary theme was Rotary Connects the World. And it is connections of Rotary which keep really Rotary alive and which really help us take forward as far as membership growth is concerned, friends. You know, our founder Paul Harris once said, the yearly, daily, hourly spirit of Rotary has to be a spirit of renaissance. We need men and women of microscopic vision who will look at the molecules, atoms, and electrons. But we also need men of macroscopic vision who will look at the stars. So my friends, we need such men and women, dedicated, committed Rotarians who can join Rotary, stay in Rotary, and take our organizations forward. I once more compliment the organizers for this very good membership summit meeting which is being held today. I'm sure that if we all of us take a couple of these things and move forward in membership growth, I'm sure that the day is not far when we will definitely cross 1.2 million again and go forward as far as membership growth is concerned. Have a great day and a great year ahead as you imagine what your club and your district can be. Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you, Dr. Pandya-ji. Thank you. Thank you. My notepad is almost full. I've taken so many notes from your well-structured speech. I mean, the flow, the content, everything was like perfect. Can I request you to allow me to use the feel, felt, and found in my talks at times? Yes, I'll do credit to you when I use them, but it's something, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that words, feel, felt, and found, that how to convey to the new incoming Rotarian, it has touched me. So I'm requesting you to give me that permission to use that in my talks in the future at the Rotary platforms. Do I have your permission?
Pradeepji, we have not interacted before, but you know, I always tell wherever I go, whatever I am speaking, don't you to give credit to me. Please feel free to use whatever is possible. The more it goes to people, the more it flows forward and goes down to people, the more better it is for Rotary. Please feel free to use whatever part of the speech that you want to use.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, permit me to ask a personal question here. because I can't hold myself without asking that question. Do you happen to know Dr. Sharat Mehta in Borivali?
Yes, I know him.
Dr. Sharat Mehta in Mujinagar, do you know him very well?
Yes. No, not very well, but I definitely know him as a fellow professional.
Because he had sent me 35 years back to a Dr. Pandya in Borivali. I think that doctor was doing something with children, pediatrics, near Ajanta Cinema, behind the Borivali Municipality Market. Is that the same Dr. Pandya I'm talking to?
No. I am a surgeon.
No.
Basically.
You're a surgeon. You're at Sodawala Lane, right?
Yeah.
But that's another Pandya, am I right?
Well, I don't remember any pediatrician who was
a pediatrician near Ajanta Cinema behind the Borivali Municipal Market. Is that Dr. Pandya also?
No, there is no Dr. Pandya. There is another doctor, but maybe Pradeep ji, I think many people are here. We can connect it later on afterwards.
That's okay. No, I couldn't hold myself. I couldn't hold myself. Okay. Dr. Pandya, I mean, it's amazing what you have spoken. Like I think what you have done is you have poured out your whole experience of Rotary into this nutshell, which is not very easy. Somebody will say you gave a 15 minutes or 20 minutes talk. I don't agree. It is, you have poured out your 30 years, 40 years of experience in condensed it into 15, 20 minutes. I think you've done a fantastic and fabulous job. We'll continue this discussion further. What I noticed just now, that my honorable DG, she's around. As I told you, she had a previous, she had a other engaging assignment from Rotary. So now I'll request my DG. My DG, good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, PGE Biswa. Good evening, our distinguished speakers in the house. My guest speaker, RI trustee, past Rotary General Vice President, charter presidents are here present, current presidents that are here present, Rotarians that are online. I want to thank Lagos Grove Estate Rotary Club for inviting me this afternoon to be part of this program. Please pardon my coming in late. Actually, I have been at the Rotary program and I'm even in another one now. So I have to step out to come and make a brief remark concerning what we are doing today. It is a timely, I can say timely intervention this time, particularly for our district, where membership is very germane. Moving forward, you know that this is a district that we are just trying to redistrict into two. And we've been in the process for some time. And for now, we have provisional approval to have two districts. But it is still subject to certain conditions. We must meet a membership target of 5,000 Rotarians by 30th of June 2023. And of course, we are still a little bit far from it, but we know that it is doable. And that is why a seminar like this is very important for not only Rotarians in general, but for us in particular, as we have a target to meet. So I listened with rapt attention to the contribution of that I just listened to now, the presentation. At least I still met part of the presentation of Rotarian Bharat Pandya. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it well.
No, you pronounce it well.
Pronounce it. Yes. And he has given us a cue to how to actually have good membership using our classification. And another thing that is important is, our ability to retain our members. Even in our district this Rotary year, we adopted a slogan for membership. And the slogan is, retain all and add more, RAM. So that's our own slogan. And that is what is actually pushing our clubs, driving our clubs now, that you should try to look at all avenues to retain your members and not only retaining them, to add more. And that's the only way we can meet our membership target and even surpass it. So I want to thank Grove Estate for even bringing some other clubs together to have this program. So I wish all our listeners all the benefits that we derive from this seminar. Thank you very much.
My DG, thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to commend the way you're looking. Your headgear is to the point. It's excellent.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we appreciate that you jumping out in and out of Rotary meetings to
Yes,
attend
yes.
this meeting on us is a honor. We appreciate you, my
Thank you
DG,
very much.
Omotunde
God
Lawson,
bless you.
madam.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
too.
much.
So we excuse me to go and join the other program now, please. Thank you.
Please, please, please. They need you
Thank
there. They
you,
need you
thank
there.
you.
Thank you so much.
All
ma'am.
right then.
We
So I wish you
appreciate
all
you.
the best.
We appreciate
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all.
As we were listening to the Dr. Pandyaji, the most important thing which I felt was, I think he made us think. I mean, we need to think. He said he believes it is a change in viewpoint. He believes that we should change the way we are thinking. We should change our approach towards the new members. We should look at their talent more than their time. We have to put on our thinking cap from what Dr. Bharat Pandyaji has just said. So as we put on our thinking cap, it gives us a time to bring on the second speaker of the day to the stage. But before I bring on the second speaker for the day, I have to call on my sister from another mother on stage to come and introduce the speaker. The speaker is Rotarian Babalola, and my sister who's coming to take the microphone from me and take over the stage briefly, her name is Rotarian Omoye. She is the TRF chair of Rotary Club of Lagos Pangura Estate. Yes, she's my sister. When she comes on stage, you will see the resemblance between me and her. After that, you will stop disputing whether she's my sister or not. So Rotarian Omoye, my sister, over to you, ma.
So Pradeepji, with your permission, before she introduces, let me just say a quick hi to my good friend Yinka.
Okay.
Hi, Yinka, how are you? Good to see you. You know, we've served for 1920 on the board together. So good to see you, Yinka.
Good to see you, Bharat. Good to see you.
Everybody now, I mean, we always keep on saying Rotary is a big family, is a big family. You can see the family bondness together in action now, right now. It's not by hearsay. You can see it practically happening. Thank you so much for that. Rotary Nomoye, my sister, over to you.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, my imaginative presidents, my fellow Rotarians in the house. It is a great privilege to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is the past Rotary International Director of Zone 22, and his name is Yinka Babalola. I start his profile. Yinka Babalola is an accomplished health, safety, and environment practitioner with over 23 years with Shell. He has a proven track record in HSE management of contractors' pipeline activities, road transport technical, and other high performance ratings and excellent safety records. He's also a certified lead auditor and competence assessor. Past Rotary International Vice President Olayinka Babalola, or Yinka as he's popularly called, started his Rotary journey as a Rotaractor in 1983. He has been a Rotarian since the year 1993. He is a member of the Rotary Club of Trans-Amadi Port Harcourt, District 9141, Nigeria. In the year 2002 to 2003 Rotary year, he served his club as president, during which he won the Rotary International Global Quest Award for the highest percentage net membership gain worldwide, which means he's always delivering on membership. Past Rotary International Director Yinka served his district as district governor in 2011-2012. And during his year, the district raised over $1 million, which contributed to the district, which was 9140 as at that time. And he was one of the leaders of the top performing 3 districts in the world. And he was thus recognized at the Rotary International Convention in Bangkok, Thailand in 2012. This growth led to the growth in the districts that resulted in that same district being split into 2 districts. In addition to being the first director of the newly announced Zone 22 in 2019-2020, he has served Rotary as Assistant Rotary Coordinator and Polio Now, Zone Coordinator for English-speaking Africa, the Rotary International Reach Out to Africa Water and Sanitation Coordinator, member of the Sao Paulo 2015 International Convention Promotion Committee, the Nigerian National Polio Plus Committee, the Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator for the English-speaking Africa Zone 20A, and also an endowment major gift advisor. My fellow Rotarians, guests in the house, please, it gives me the greatest pleasure to introduce you our next speaker, past Rotary International Vice President Olayinka Babalola. Thank you.
My sister, thank you so much. Rotarian Yinka Babalola is going to speak on why be a Rotarian. Over to you, sir. The stage is all yours, sir.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction, Rotarian Oweye, the sister to my brother that has just finished speaking. And thank you, Bharat. Yes, thank you, Bharat. It was good to see you. And thank you, Ramesh, for pulling me into this program also. I'm actually at another Rotary event at the RLI, actually here in Lagos, which I accepted to come and co-facilitate. So I had to also step out to do this. The good thing is that past director Bharat spoke before me, and many of the things I will have used to signpost you, he has already spoken about. So that makes life very, very easy for me. Now, if you permit me to share my slide, I will just take us quickly through a few things. And I don't know if I can see where to share my slide now. Share screen. I think I can see. Yeah. I hope you can see my slides.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you very much. So I have titled this "To What Do You Belong?" because we're talking about why join Rotary. The question is, what is it in the first instance that you want to join? To what exactly do you belong? And that is what I've titled this. I like to start every Rotary presentation I do with this vision statement that we introduced in the year 2019-20. You know, it says, together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. So in essence, if this vision tallies with the way you want to live your life, that would be one of the reasons to consider joining Rotary. Do you see yourself as somebody who wants to join others, unite with others to take action, create a lasting change across the globe, in your communities and in yourselves? That is the Rotary vision statement. And that is what we want those who want to join us to connect with. Let me also talk about the Rotary guiding principles. You see, we recite this a lot at Rotary meetings, but I'm not sure a lot of times people really think through it, what it says. It says the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. That is the object of Rotary. And you see, I underline the acquaintance. So in essence, in your world, in your community, are you keen on developing acquaintance as an opportunity to serve others? High ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. So in your vocation, in your personal life, in your professional life, in your community life, will you want some kind of ethical reminder? Will you want to be held accountable for your decisions? And will you want to improve your life? Because you have a group of people you've united with who will help you to keep your leg to the ground, particularly in environments where being ethical is a tough sell. So do you want an opportunity to uphold your personal ethics and make sure that you can still stand? Then Rotary will probably be a good place for you. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Do you want a situation where the whole of the totality of your life is influenced by the ideal of service? And for the Rotarians in Pakino, this says in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. It did not say in your Rotary life only. So the ideal of service should apply to everything that you do. Just like Bharat said, yes, we're a membership organization, and service above self, it profits most, he who serves the best, is our motto. But we do that via acquaintance, via keeping our ethical standards, and application of ideal of service in every part of our life. How will you like the opportunity to advance international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service? Is that something you would like to do? Is that something you would like to be a part of? Then, of course, that should be the reason you want to join Rotary. Let us look at another of our Rotary's guiding principles, the Rotary core values of service, fellowship, diversity, integrity, and leadership. And Bharat talked a lot about that, so I'm not going to explain it. But let me put it in what I call the active language. When we talk about fellowship and global understanding, we talk about building lifelong relationships. Is that an opportunity you desire? Trusted relationship that will endure? Then that's the reason you should be joining Rotary. Do you like an opportunity to honor your commitments? Not just as an individual, as a club, as a group. Ethics and integrity. You should be joining Rotary. Will you want the opportunity to connect with diverse perspectives beyond your own silos? That would be another reason to join Rotary. And will you love the opportunity to apply your leadership skills and expertise to solve social issues and connecting with others to do that and making that lasting change? Because those are the membership experiences we promise. These are the things we tell people that if you join us, we will give you the opportunity to build lifelong relationships. We will help you honor your commitments. We will join you in honoring our own commitments jointly and your commitments individually. We will give you the opportunity to connect with diverse perspectives, and you have the opportunity to apply your leadership skills and expertise to solve social issues. And these are the things we offer, these are the things we promise, and these will be reasons to join Rotary. Let us look at the avenues of service, which is another guiding principle. Strengthening and ensuring effective functioning in our club service as we call it. Vocational service, encouraging Rotarians to serve others through their vocation. Community service. In fact, a lot of times, most Rotary clubs think everything we do is community service. But community service is just one of 5. Do you want an opportunity to help us groom the future and build a better world by engaging and making positive change in young adults? So there's something for everybody in Rotary through our avenues of service. And people can connect with any of this as they key into that big vision of a world where people unite and take action to make lasting change. And not just in our world and in our communities, but also in ourselves. In fact, for me in particular, Rotary is an ethical reminder. In our environment where the opportunity to be unethical is everywhere, and where the pressure to be unethical is everywhere. When I put the Rotary guiding principles on my desk, the 4-way test and the rest, people look at me and think twice before they hold conversations with me. So why join Rotary, which was the question originally framed, but I wanted to take it through another perspective. You see, let me tell you, give you a perspective around this. You see, in 2015, we did a survey in these countries, about 15 countries around the world. And we asked people what will motivate them to join the service organization. And please forgive me if you hear some noise, because behind me in another class is a group of Rotarians. I know Rotarians can be very boisterous. So if you hear a noise once in a while, please just forgive me. So we asked them, what would make them want to join a service organization? And here is what they said. They said they want a sense of purpose and opportunity for community service. They want to see causes that are important to them. They want an established organization, an organization with a strong reputation. And they want to see programs that make a difference locally in their own communities. I mean, doesn't that sound like the Rotary that we belong? We didn't talk about Rotarians here. We just sampled people around the world. And that tells us that the organization they would like to join will be Rotary from their responses. And then this chart, just for information, I mean, Bharat already talked about it, why members joined and why members, leave, or why they remained. Yes, we can see why they joined, and we can see why they remained on the other side. Local service remained a critical part of it. And connecting with others, another critical part of it. So that as you are looking at what you are going to use, since this is a membership seminar, to both keep your people and attract them, at least you can have you can see the trend around the world. Why members stayed? Local service was another one. Friendship, fellowship, that opportunity to build lifelong relationship. And of course, personal growth. So that as club leaders, we are thinking about how to engage our people. We must deliver these opportunities to them. Because if we don't, it just becomes another boring stuff. Why join Rotary still? And I think I want to leave this slide because I have here quotes from certain Rotarians from around the world, and I find them interesting. You can see one, a Rotarian from Bangladesh said, I have Rotary to thank for my international network of professionals and friends, as well as my better understanding and interest for other people's ways of living. Rotary has taught me how an ordinary citizen in a small town can become a world citizen. And thanks to Rotary, my efforts to make the world a better place are multiplied. Isn't that interesting? I am no longer alone. That is what Fernando Aguirre Palacio said from Ecuador. These are Rotarians from around the world. What does Rotary mean for them? What is in it for you? Because why join Rotary? What could be in it for you? And I think Bharat mentioned a few what is in it for you also. Say, effecting change within the community by working with others and addressing community needs. I mean, I look at some of the things with the ICAM that the Rotary Club of Atimpan Grove Estate and the rest have championed. What else could be better than that? A permanent change, somebody who could not see, suddenly sees and sees forever. Developing your leadership skills, gaining an understanding of and having an impact on international humanitarian issues, like we do with polio. Developing relationships with community and business leaders. I think that most of us can feel. And of course, the opportunity to also help involve family in promoting service efforts, which helps us to also help grow our people and make them more, our family members, and get them to be more empathetic. I mean, these are comments from some of the other people that we've talked about. So Rotary lets you give something back in the knowledge that you belong to the largest family of givers. That's from Indonesia. And the American Rotarian said, the more I learn about Rotary, the more I love Rotary. The question then is this. I'm talking about why join Rotary. Let me end this session with why I, Yinka Babalola, is a Rotarian. I joined Rotaract in 1983, and I joined Rotary in 1993. So if you look at 83 till date, we are talking about almost 40 years of my life involved with this organization. No human being invests that much of his life in anything that is not of use and of value. So for me, by the grace of the Almighty, I have received so much from society that I feel constantly obligated to give something back in return. You see, through Rotary, I have discovered an appropriate avenue to discharge this obligation on a continuous and psychologically fulfilling manner. See, besides providing me with opportunities for rendering humanitarian services, Rotary for me, like I said earlier, is a constant ethical warning and an agent of permanent re-education. Rotary has showed me the world as a community full of needs, which without Rotary, I would perhaps have never seen. I probably would have just been floating, not knowing what happens around me. I used to talk very much about my club almost 25 years ago, organizing an adult literacy class in Port Harcourt. And I walked to that event expecting to see old people as the ones, because it's an adult literacy class. And then I got in and I saw people of my age. Up till that moment, I never knew, nobody would have convinced me that there were people of my age who could not read and write as at that time. Those are the kind of things that Rotary allows you to feel. I joined Rotary with high expectations, and my expectations have been exceeded. My dear friends, where else can one sit at a table with friends, seriously, and I mean very seriously, mind you, to ponder over ways and means to enhance one's community, develop a new youth project, or conjure up a program to bring the people of the world together? Where else can one do that? And to think that the little one does or contribute by way of talent, time, and resources actually does make a difference. We see it every day in the things we do as Rotarians. Through Rotary, I am contributing my time and talent to work towards the attainment of a worthy goal. That goal is to contribute significantly to the creation of something good and useful to people. Preach messages that centers on love, understanding, and peace, and most certainly the commitment to serve mankind. These are simple messages, simple, singular, and sincere, that passionately expresses the great wonders that Rotary has to offer. Talk of ordinary people, like they say, with extraordinary opportunities. And my dear friends, fellow Rotarian, that is why I am a Rotarian. It's the reason why you should remain one, and it's the reason you should extend this opportunity to others. Because if it's good for you, it should be good for the people that you love, that you trust, and that you associate with. Fellow Rotarians, thank you very much for allowing me to share this time with you. And I'm sure hopefully you've enjoyed this. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Rotarian Yenka Babalola. It's like you were speaking to me, like you were speaking to one to me. I sincerely believe that Rotary, okay, let me put it like this. I'm a testimonial of Rotary. That Rotary has changed me to a better person. Me before Rotary, me after Rotary are two different people. Rotary has impacted my life positively. So that's why they say, once a Rotarian, always a Rotarian. And I firmly agree with you that if you have benefited from an organization, a platform, you have to canvas that and make sure that other people also benefit from this. Because sometimes when I'm speaking to people and trying to talk to them about Rotary, say, why are you talking about Rotary? Why are you so passionate about Rotary? I said, because I don't want to be selfish. Rotary has changed me to a better person. Why not I give that formula to you? Why don't I share that secret with you? Why am I being selfish? I don't want to be selfish. So when you were speaking, I was like, you are talking to me on one-to-one. Thank you so much for that wonderful talk, Rotary Yenka Babalola. We appreciate you a lot, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My pleasure.
At this point of time, I will request our membership chair, Rotarian Gina, who has been backbone of the whole today's program, to share the slide one by one of each club, and then we will hand over the microphone to the imaginative president to ask a question of two from Rotarian Yanka Babalola because Pandyaji, Mr. Rotarian Bharat, he has another assignment. He took permission. I mean, he said he wants to leave. I think he must have left the forum by now. So we can ask 1 or 2 questions from Yanka Babalola and tap into his wealth of experience and knowledge. So Rotarian Chinaji, can you share the screen of the each club's slide, the single slide we have?
Yes, sir. Just
And I'm happy to take questions on membership issues generally, not necessarily limited to my presentation. I'm happy to share.
No,
my
of
views.
course. Okay, so Rotarian Chinaji, can you enlarge it a bit? Okay, is it? Yeah, can you put it on slideshow so we can see it more clearly? It's too small. F5, the slideshow, yeah. Okay, coming. Can everybody see the screen? I'm not able to see the screen. Let me check. I can't see the screen. Okay, it's the same. The started screen sharing. Yeah, it's okay now. So this is the key achievements of Rotary Club of Lagos Island. So let me not just read it for everybody. You'll take your time and just go through the fantastic work done by the Rotary Club of Lagos Island. So Rotarian Anand Sabatji, as you can see, we are running on time. I would not say we are short of time or we are behind schedule. I think we have done a good job regarding the time management today. We request you to put forward 1 question to Rotarian Yanka Babalola and tap into his wealth of experience, please. Rotarian Anand Sabatji.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, Rotarian Pradeep ji. Good evening, everyone. And guest speaker, Rotarian Inc. My question is like in any club, particularly in our club, we are struggling with membership retention in a couple of days. Like, we became the membership, the first mega club in the district, in district 9110. And we did wonderful well, but members are leaving. And then we are getting new members. So we are always maintaining the number 100 all the time, but we are leaving we are losing members. And we tried a lot of activities to engage with members. Like time to time, we organize a lot of motivational speeches and engage personally on that level. But the engagement is not enough to retain them at the end of the year. So what do you advise? Because most members talk about time management issues and other things, and to join Rotary. What will be your advice, sir?
How do you want us to do this? You want me to answer each question, or we put the questions together and answer at once?
Yes, please. So okay. you have
now,
like
let me say this.
A minute to answer.
Let me say this to you. It's okay. Let me say this to you. You see, the challenges, the engagement challenges of a small club are not the same with a big club. And so the engagement strategies are also not the same. Once your club goes above 50, 60, you start to face what I call the large club engagement challenge. So you then need to think, as you plan your engagement strategies, how you need to put your club into what I may call smaller units without necessarily creating, I don't want to use the word factions, find a creative way of having what you may call club within club. Some clubs call it body groups. There are clubs who will have body groups of 12, named after each month of the year, January to December. And you create a duty for each body group. So for example, the body group for August, they are responsible for all the programming of the club for the month of August. So they know, so they plan, they do all the things. So they feel part of it for the month they are in charge. You can have your body group arranged across areas of focus. So apart from body group of the month that organizes program, if you have body groups around the 7 areas of focus, then you find that this body group that is for environment, they have the task of developing for the club what the environmental programs will be. You see? So those are some of the things you need to consider, because we said Rotarians should come, and that if they join us, we'll give them opportunity to use their leadership skills to improve their society. If they are not doing that, they will go. They will go. That would be one advice I would want to share with you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. As Rotarian Yinka Babalola was answering the question from our imaginative president, Rotarian Anand Sabatji, guess who walked into the room? He's smiling. He's smiling. He knows I'm talking about him. None other than my imaginative president, my own president, the president of Rotary Club of Lagos Pangula State, Rotarian Kunal Sangui. You're welcome, sir. Just say hello to everybody, sir. Okay, you need to unmute. Okay, maybe you don't have the back and my president,
yeah.
you're on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Greetings to everyone from Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm sorry for joining in late, but because of the time difference and I was on my way to catch a flight, so was not able to attend the meeting. But thank you. I'm very happy. I'm fortunate that I could still find some time. And my standing on existing protocols, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to host Rotarian Yinka Babalola and Rotarian Bharat for this wonderful session. My question, sir, to you is that, we talk about mega clubs and clubs with 100+ members. In your experience and opinion, what is an estimated number of members where a management or where the exco team or the president can really connect and engage with people, engage with Rotarian members on one-to-one basis? Because what we have understood, Rotarian Anand Sabat also raised the same thing, that when you are a mega club, 100 plus, it is very difficult for you to have that one-on-one touch with your members and keep them engaged, because as a senior leader, as a leader of your club, it is expected that you know people, you know your members, and the members should also know you. So this is I have been wondering this, that how does it make sense of you having a club of 130, 140 members, but you are not able to reach them or engage them on a regular basis? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I will allow the other two presidents to just quickly put in their question, because Rotarian Yinka Babalola just sent a message across that he has another event. We already said it before that he came out from an event just for this purpose. So, Jinaji, can we see the slide of the next club, please? And request the club president to be ready with a short question. Rotarian Jinaji, yes, please. Okay, so on the slide we have the Rotary Club of Mohadandi and the major projects undertaken from them. I will request the president to ask a quick question from Rotarian Yinka Babalola if you have any question. Rotarian Landre, we see your hand. Just give us a minute.
Okay.
Just give us a minute.
Fine. I don't have any question for Babalola, but okay. I want to, because Dr. Pandya on the left. I don't have any question, but I wanted to ask the way. Oh my God, why so many gentlemen? Yeah. The way Mr. Pradeep you added, the very interesting thing is that I wanted to put it, because it's not there. Each Rotarian, the president has to be a leader with example, par excellence. And yes, if the leader has to create leaders, not followers. But what I observe in many places, the leaders, they create followers, not the leaders. A leader must create leaders. And second thing, what he told, focus on the quality of self, talk to self, have self-audit. Talk to self and analyze. Do I have that leadership quality? Do I lead myself? Do I become an example to others? And the Rotary needs it. It is a leadership organization. One, the president becomes a leader and set example, become a role model for others, create leaders, then membership will grow. Then membership will grow. It is not number of membership. It is the number of quality people. They come in and they spend. That is who I wanted. But we learned a lot, very meaningful.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasanna. Thank you so much. Rotary Engineer, can you show the slide for the Rotary Club of Shomolu, please? And I can see Rotarian Landry is ready. So this is the slide for Rota Industrial Belt. Can we have the Shomolu, please?
Okay, without the slide.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay, please go on, Engineer Landry. Please go on.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, the moderator, and thank you for the very, very beautiful speech from our director. My question has to do with, in the last 5 years, my club was, at that time, they were really struggling. We were having about 10 members. It was easy for guys to manage the dues. But as we all know, if clubs don't pay dues, RI get them deleted. How do we, currently we are having 43 members, right? How do we strike a balance? And we're trying to make sure that our recruitment process is really sound by interviewing and profiling our members to ensure that they have the capacity and capability to live up to this compulsory obligation. My question is this: how do we strike a balance between retaining our members and also ensuring that dues are paid, so that the whole club doesn't sink in the process of ensuring the members are retained? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Landry. So we'll quickly hand over the microphone to Rotarian Ramesh Malik, so that Rotarian Babalola, before he leaves us for the next program, he can shed some light on the questions thrown by the imaginative presidents. Rotarian Ramesh Malik ji, over to you, sir.
Good evening, all. Thank you, Pradeep ji, for your wonderful session. All standing protocol observed. My question to Rotarian Baba in Kalora, that how we can, what is the innovative way we can attract Rotaracts in our clubs? We are a very new club, we just formed now. We need some Rotaract, they can help us in different projects. So I need some guidance, any tips that how we can keep more Rotaract in our clubs.
Thank you, Ramesh Malik ji. Rotarian Yanka Babalola, so you have heard the questions. I think the way it sounds, they are more or less like similar. Or anyway, over to you, sir. Over to you, sir. You need to unmute yourself, Yanka. No, yeah. We'll get you unmuted. The back end, can you please unmute Yanka? Let me see, I can do it, right?
Okay, I think it's unmuted now.
Yes.
I think it's unmuted now. Well, let me start with the last one. You want Rotaractors, start a Rotaract club. You know, just start your own Rotaract club. That is what you need to do. You know, it's very easy. A community-based Rotaract club, just start one and recruit your own people and allow them to run their own organization and make them your partners. That is going to work. There is another one I would suggest to you. If you are deliberate and you interact deliberately with Rotaractors in the institution-based clubs, and the face of Rotary that interact with mostly members, it means that when they leave school and they come into the community, your club may become the club of preference to them. So you need to be deliberate about that and target activities in their schools. That is one way you can do it. I heard something about dues. When you were 10, it was easy. Rotary dues is per capita, for goodness sake. So it shouldn't matter. Rotary rule actually says every Rotarian should pay his own dues. So whether you are 10 or you are 100 shouldn't be a problem for the club, because your membership dues is not what you use for projects. And nobody is a Rotarian if he cannot pay his dues. You know, so you are 20, you are 30, so long as everybody pays their dues, paying dues should not be a problem. The only problem comes if your people are not paying dues. And they are not able to pay dues, maybe they shouldn't be Rotarians, because there's a minimum requirement of membership. That's what I would think. And if people are struggling with it, you can suggest to them that they don't have to pay it at once. Clubs have many ways of doing that. That is all I can say about dues, if you ask me, you know. So, but if it is about defaulting in paying dues, there's a question I normally ask club leaders. I share with them what I call the value equation. You see, value is benefit minus cost. What people pay as dues is the cost element of that equation. What value do they derive from the dues that they pay? For them to derive value, for value to be positive, benefit must be high. But if the people pay dues and you are not delivering any of the Rotary promise to them, they will default. They cannot see what they are paying for. If they come to meeting, they just eat and drink and go. They tell themselves, wait a minute, I can go and eat and drink in a club where I don't have to pay anything, but pay for my food. I can walk into a hotel and pay for my food and drink. Why do I need to pay 100,000 naira only to have a space to come and eat and drink? No. So you must deliver value to your members. You must look at every of your members and ask yourself, particularly as a club president, every week after your club meeting, bring out your membership list and tell yourself, how have I engaged this Rotarian in the last 1 month? What of this one? What of this one? What of this one? You'll be amazed how many of your Rotarians you've given nothing to do. The reason they joined is they want to do all those things we talked about. But you're not giving them the opportunities. What are they paying for? Most times people will leave and don't pay. It's not because they can't afford our dues. It's that they cannot see what they are paying for. Short and simple. You know? If I join a tennis club because I want to be playing tennis, and after joining, I come there, they say, you go today, the legs are not there. You go tomorrow, the court is bad. You will stop going. If you pay for the next year, you won't pay. You find time to find somewhere else to do what you want to do. So we need to deliver value to our members. That's what I was going to say. And I think for the big club, I already suggested what we can do. Engagement is key. And you must find a way of having them in small groups to get them engaged. And there are several ways around that. And I'm happy to share another presentation from another event on what you can do to set up body groups and how you can set them up and things like that. But if your body group works so well, in fact, there's a club in Uganda that has 185 members. They have 3 body groupings, not group or groupings. One monthly basis, one on the basis of area of focus, and the other one, I'm trying to remember what it was. But what we then have at the point in time is that people are seconding from their own body groups to other body groups for their events. To say, okay, my body group is having this event, we're inviting body group A and B only. So people get to meet outside of the Rotary meeting, either for service, for pleasure, for simple fun, you know, and for many other things. That's what big clubs need to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotary Dianka Babalola. That's your equation of value. I think, I don't know, is that you are reading my mind, because I always ask myself the question that the benefits I'm getting from Rotary is too much. The money they're asking me to pay for membership and contribute some projects is nothing, because it is that Rotary platform is changing me to a better person, making me a better human being. The cost of membership and the cost of contributing to some of the projects is hardly anything. So when they see me engaging in Rotary, they're surprised. They say, oh, how come you're able to devote so much time? That's what you just said. If I'm deriving value for it, I will be involved. I'll be engaged. I'll be more or less, let me use the word, addicted to Rotary. That's how you have spent more than 3 decades, close to 4 decades in Rotary. Am I right? So it's the value each one is deriving. So we need to find out what is the value each one thinks he wants from this organization, which is a world-class, wonderful organization. Thank you for your time, Yenka Babalola. You said you want to leave, but my
yes,
boss,
I need to leave now, actually. I need to leave immediately.
wants to appreciate you. I think you can give us 3 more minutes, because I don't want my boss to sack me, Rotary Biswas, because he has done everything so much, and now he was supposed to appreciate you. Dr. Pandya has left. You will also leave. Whom is going to appreciate? I beg. Just give us 3 minutes. Rotary Biswas will quickly come with appreciation so that I'm not sacked from my job, sir. Just hold on, sir. Rotary Biswas, over to you, sir.
Thank you, my PhD Pradeep, Otumba Pradeep. Really, it is not the appreciations. I wanted to express our gratitude for such a big Rotarians, such a big value volunteer. He is talking of value. So big value volunteer hours they are having. Both the Rotarians, they have come, and how they have replied to us. And I am not talking of today's one. Today's one is the marvelous and excellent, what they have taught to us. But I am talking when I have contacted very fast to our Vice President, past Vice President, RI. So he has so instantly within a minute, he has told us, yes, I am available. Even I can come physically. So that is what the reactions, and I really appreciate, sir, Rotarian Yenka Babalola, for your instant service with the 40 years or 4 decades of Rotary service. I am sure this has inculcated inside you to give us so instant and such a positive things. I like to inculcate with me, but I'm sure I will not match with you, but I will try. That is what I learned from you, sir. We really appreciate for your times and what you have taught us today. It is really great. Similarly, for Rotarian Dr. Bharat Pandey, when I have talked to him in Houston, and also during the period of COVID, sometimes we are taking some guidances for some patients. He used to take the calls at the midnights and he used to guide us. But on that day when I have talked to him, I have given the message. By night 12:30 India time, he conveyed the message, yes, Mr. Biswal, I have seen your message. I am available for you for Rotary service at any point of time. So this is the instant service. So I really appreciate to both of you in such a way that we are really grateful on behalf of all the 5 clubs. Of course, there are 2 clubs are here, including my club. Our parent club means the club which I belong, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Group Estate. That is one of the mega club, having the 100 to 150 members. Also, our first mega club of District 910 happens to be our sponsored or baby club. By that time, within 12 months, that became also a mega club with 150 members. So those 2 clubs today also there are more than 100 members. But our chairman membership for the Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Group, he is an excellent and superman who can do anything. And I am going for target on behalf of permission with my president, imaginative president. We can have a super mega club of 200 members. Similarly, our sponsor club, Rotarian Sam Savath is there. Also, he is also planning for 200 members mega club with the inputs of the field, found and felt. So such a big words has been used, and really it is touching my life and touching everybody. I'm sure that will give. At the same time, we have also, our club has formed 2 more clubs during this last Rotary year. That is the Rotary E Club of Mahadodi in the District 3262. And also Rotary Club of Hota Industrial Estate, that is also there. In addition to that, we have a cluster club, Rotary Club of Shomolu. They also have 43 members. I'm sure with these 5 clubs, we can cross 500 plus members. That is what our targets for this year's. So let's clap for our chairmen, all our imaginative presidents, all our Rotarians. So thank you everybody. With this seminar, it can be helpful, but I am having a small job also. I have got a message. I have to give the vote of thanks. So my first vote of thanks goes to our first district governor of a lady district governor for the Rotary district 9110. Coincidentally, it is happening in the RI. First RI president is the lady, and also our district governor also lady. The composition, what our talking Dr. Bharat Pandya ji, RI trustee. So it is happening. So we'll take this legacy of having composition of members. That will be great. Thank you, DG, for giving your times. And also I wanted to thank Chartered President Rotarian Ramesh Malik for Ota Industrial Belt, Chartered President Rotarian Hara Prasanna Das, and also President Rotary Club of Shomolu, and also President Anand Sawat from the Rotary Club of Lagos Island. Of course, our president, who is all the way from Canada, joined Rotarian Kunal, and also our vice president, incoming president Srinivasa Joshi, and above all, our chairperson Rotarian Jena, who is very super active. That's why I've given the target of 200. So he is the person, he has told we have to make this seminar. So that's why we have done it. Of course, in addition to that, you cannot believe, without our MC, Otumba, and past assistant governor, Mr. Pradeep, without this, the program would not have been a grand success. We thankful to everybody. In addition to that, I thankful to all our past presidents, visiting Rotarians. I could see some of the Rotarians from Lebanon and some other parts of the globe. We are thankful to them, and also all the participating club Rotarians. We are thankful to you all. So with this Rotary value, we can go forward, we can add more, we can dream more, and we can imagine more. We'll add more Rotarians, make the Rotary full of members, 1.2 family members. That will be giving what there is somebody has told. A village citizen becomes a global citizen, or a town citizen becomes a global citizen. So that is the take I have taken. I'm sure you must have taken some of the takeaways. Once again, thank you everybody. Thank you. At the back end, I wanted to thank Susmita, one of the Rotarians who did all. Thank you all once again. Thank you, my MC, for further programs.
Ramesh Vishalji, thank you much.